diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. And you're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Memphis Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Volunteers will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tigers offense will have the opening possession of the game. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Leaves it with the running back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Let's take a minute here and talk a little Memphis. They jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
That one comes out hot down the right side. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Swings it out to his running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now on 2nd down. Gives it to the back on the draw. Across the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the... He's down to the 49. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Offense in a bunch formation. He's got it on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a grab deep. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking for space. It's Willis. Turning it on. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the... They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll try the run. Quick spin on the run. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. He hurls one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Vols decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. it's 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Well, I know on offense you always want to have balance, and it's important to keep defenses honest, but listen, you're one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire nation. Let your dudes go to work. You don't need negative plays like that.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Completes it in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Line getting set on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
And on 2nd down for this offense. QB draw. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Volunteers are on the move. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll give it to the back. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Vols come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Takes the handoff. It's Willis.
And this defense steps up. They're losing. They need a play. 3rd long, you're thinking pass. The offense actually tries to run the football. Not fooled. Forcing the 4th down now, trying to get the football back.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Going to try to get it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. UAB is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 17 to Marshall. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They go to the ground. Oh, what a move. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for space. It's Willis. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Rock. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Memphis. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Vols racing to the line in a hurry-up. Wants to go up top. Going downfield for the big play. And they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On third down, he drops the throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Volunteers will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming back. Well done.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually...
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wide receiver comes in motion. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. So here is the Tennessee offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
He has the first and still on his feet. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On 30 short, the run and looking for the first down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Vols send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Here's the handoff. Running to Green. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking for a gap. It's Willis. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. At the 40, there he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield. Looking for a big-time play. High the chains now on second and long. The give to the tailback. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Complete to the right. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, they execute the in route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Memphis heads to the line with a first and goal. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time. Down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. Third and goal where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Illegal blocking.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. 4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying on the field. What a big moment here. Zings it complete to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to advance on the football.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the RPO, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
From the gun, running back on the move. Breaks into the open. Continues to fight for yards. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Paul.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go, and this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this.
Pulls it in down the sideline. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
28, Tennessee, 0.
So first down, we'll open up the final period. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Wants to throw on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
The Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double teamed because they can't block him.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw on first down. Puts it out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. They're working that left side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Let's send the tight end in motion. To the air on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Absolute shame. Missed it. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Unloads quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up. This offense has it with really good field position. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great
throws toward the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off play action. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He wants it all. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Vols have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And the Volunteers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the 4th quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they're able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been...
Turning it on! He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Give to the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. The give to the back. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one.